Let's talk about cash flow. For any small business, it's pretty much everything, right? It's the lifeblood. But what happens when managing that cash flow starts to feel like a full-time job in itself? Today, we're going to dig into how you can get a real handle on your money so you can get back to doing what you actually love. So, just think about your last week for a second. How much of it was spent actually growing your business versus, just keeping all the financial plates spinning? If you feel like you're spending way more time paying bills and chasing down money than you are finding new customers, you are definitely not alone. And that's exactly the problem we're tackling today.
This really brings us to what I like to call the cash flow juggle. You know the feeling, that constant kind of frantic dance to keep all the financial balls in the air? And the reason it's so tough, it's all because our finances are fragmented. They're all over the place. First up, you've got the never-ending cycle of paying bills. Invoices are coming at you from every direction. Email, regular mail, you name it. Each one has a different due date, a different way to pay, and it all just creates this constant low-level stress in the back of your mind. And then, of course, there's the other side of the coin, chasing down your own money. It's so awkward, isn't it? It's a total time suck, and suddenly you're a collections agent, which is a role nobody ever wants to play. And every single day an invoice is late, that's a day your business is running on fumes. Oh, and then the grand finale, the reconciliation nightmare. You're sitting there, trying to match up what's in your bank account with your credit card statements and what's in your accounting software. It feels like this giant, frustrating puzzle that can seriously eat up hours, if not whole days of your time.
So, this is the reality for so many of us. On the left, you've got the old way, total chaos. Multiple logins, typing everything in by hand, information scattered everywhere. But on the right, that's the goal. One platform, tasks that happen automatically, and a single place where you know the information is correct. So what does this new way actually look like? Well, a great example is a tool called Cashflow Central. The whole idea is that it's built right into the Run Powered by ADP platform. So no new software to learn, no separate login to remember. You're managing the money coming in and going out from the very same place you're already handling payroll. All right, let's break down how this actually works. We'll start with the money out side of things, paying your bills. This is all about taking the headache out of your accounts payable.
The magic word here is flexibility. You get to decide how you want to pay. Maybe you use a credit card to stretch your own cash flow, or maybe you prefer a direct ACH transfer. But here's the really cool part. Your vendor gets to choose how they want to get paid. The system acts as the go-between, so everybody's happy. It's a total win-win.
Now, this is where you really start to get your time back. You can set up those regular monthly bills as recurring payments and just forget about them. You can schedule payments ahead of time so you never miss a due date. And get this, electronic bills can be uploaded automatically. No more mind-numbing manual data entry. Okay, so we've covered the money going out. Now let's flip to what's often the most critical piece of the whole puzzle, getting paid. It's time to make your accounts receivable smooth as silk. The name of the game is making it incredibly easy for your customers to give you their money. In just a couple of clicks, you can create and shoot off a professional-looking invoice that has a payment link right in it. You're giving them options, ACH, credit card, which removes all the friction. And less friction just means you get paid faster. Simple as that. We've all gotten those cold, robotic payment reminders, and they're just blah. This is where you can make a huge difference. You can totally automate the follow-up, but you do it with your own words, on your own schedule. That means you can stay on top of late payments without losing that personal touch that keeps your customers loyal. Look, paying bills more easily is great. Getting paid faster is awesome. But the real power, the true game changer, is when you bring it all together. This is about unifying your entire financial world into one cohesive system. Hey, remember that reconciliation headache we talked about? Well, this is the cure. Because it syncs directly with the big guys like QuickBooks and Xero, you can say goodbye to manually transferring data. Payments in, payments out, it's all reconciled automatically. That doesn't just save you a ton of time, it also slashes the risk of making a costly mistake. Think of this as your financial command center. One single dashboard that gives you that bird's eye view of your entire cash flow. What's coming in, what's going out, what's late. And if you have a team, you can even set up approval workflows. That gives you total control and, frankly, a lot of peace of mind. So when you zoom out and you look at the big picture, what's the ultimate payoff here? It's more than just saving a few hours or avoiding mistakes. It all boils down to one simple, incredibly powerful word: control. At the end of the day, it's about flipping the script. The less time you have to spend down in the weeds managing the money, the more time you have to focus on what actually grows your business, earning more, and building the company you always dreamed of. So I'll just leave you with this one question. If you could magically get back all those hours you spend juggling your finances every month, what would you do with that time? Would you develop a new product, go after a new market, or maybe, just maybe, take a well-deserved break? That's the real question, and the answer could absolutely change everything for your business. Thanks for tuning in.